Yes, Happy New Year. Good that you're watching to the first Monday stream of the year. A Monday stream that will be switching to Wednesday for the time being, same time. But yeah, you will see a countdown next Sunday, I think, and then you will know. But yeah, thanks for joining if you're watching later. Thanks as well for clicking on this. So as always, we of course kind of discuss the gaming news. I record videos. And that will then be going live on JorRaptor or the React channel. I prepared a very big 2026 predictions topic that we're going to go over. So waiting for more people to join in. And then we're immediately going through that. I want to first kind of catch up with everyone. Then do the topic. And then catch up a bit more. Then I will be working on getting that topic ready. And yeah, so it can go live on the React channel. But good to see everyone here. Ethan Green, Pollock, Peps Gaming, Saber Knight, Brock. Good to see everyone. Yeah, Happy New Year. How is 2026 so far? For me, it has been pretty chill. I've been playing a lot of Borderlands 4. That was one of the big games that I kind of skipped on last year. I'm enjoying myself. It's a very nice putting a podcast on, just shooting stuff. The shooting feels great in the game. I do have some... The story is like fine. I like laughed like 2 times maybe. But it's not like something crazy. I don't know. I'm having a good time with it. But I also feel that the next one should be a huge step up from. Like it is very predictable. I think is the best way to put it. And I'm not... I think the like having the lower legendary drops, that's what they were kind of like boasting. Yeah, it's going to be way more rare to have legendaries in this game. Okay, that's fun, but if you like me, you're just playing through the game. I've maybe played 20 hours now or something. I only got 2 legendaries. And like, that's no fun because all the other weapons are very similar. So you're playing Borderlands for the crazy guns. I remember in Borderlands 3... I, by this point, already had maybe 10, 15 legendaries. So, yeah. Sander, good to see you. Subby. And Atja, good to see you as well. Thanks for joining there. JJ, really cold. Yeah, it's snowy as well here in the Netherlands. I already went outside and I was cycling and I had to make sure I did not fall down. But... I'm not a huge fan of snow. I kind of hate it. I like that I like the look of it, but everything. I don't know. It feels like you're slowed down with everything you do because you're literally slowed down, and you should like probably better stay home. But I don't know. I'm not a huge fan. Minus 18. Okay, you're winning. It's like -1 here, so it's not too bad compared to that. Hey, Marvel Fanatic, good to see you. So yeah, Brock, the snow. So in Amsterdam we got the snow today. Yesterday we had a bit of snow, but it was not too bad. And today it was pretty crazy, but it goes away pretty fast here in the city. So I'm happy about that, but I do think it's gonna snow a bit more. Well, Atja, I appreciate you joining. So we have a lot of people talking about the PS6. Jason asking about it. Tron, good to see you as well. What's your opinion on the PlayStation 6? So you guys mean in terms to it being delayed from 2027? Deleted Twitter as a New Year's resolution. Any interesting gaming thing? Jojo, high five. I also deleted Twitter from my mobile phone, so I'm still looking at it on my desktop. But yeah, I'm not using it on my mobile phone. I like Severus. Maybe he will join here in a moment. I like his like Assassin's Creed updates. So I like to. I want to find a way where I can just only look at that without being bothered by all the other Twitter stuff, but I don't think it's possible. But yeah. Hey Steven, good to see you. What's up? Well, yeah, it's a nice start of the year here. It's cold, but been taking it slow, and I'm actually taking it a bit slow this whole month, which is exciting. Catching up on some games, doing some other things, and yeah, I'm not expecting a lot of big things this month. I'm expecting like near the end of the month, we're getting that Xbox Developer Direct, which will be fun to react to, and yeah, probably about that. East Blue Drew, good to see you. Hey, Abby. I think we have 20 centimeters here. That's crazy, Brock. No, it's not that bad here. I know next Wednesday it will be going to like 11 centimeters here. But no, I have to leave a few times a day, but I would rather just stay home. But I'm looking outside now, and it's already drying up here. -10 in my state. That's crazy. 53 nights. Good to see you. Happy New Year. Tron Black Flag remake announcement this month. I don't know. I think there's really nothing we can point to that it's gonna happen. But it could also happen. Like, you would think at one point they have to announce it. But I think it's very, very hard to predict. Because usually we would have had the announcement already by now. But I really think that in November, December, they, of course, wanted to focus on Mirage and Shadows. And if the Prince of Persia thing is still happening, I think they're going to do that first. But maybe that's delayed. We don't know. Joyce is sneaking in there. Hello. I'm going back to college tomorrow to do Functional Skills Level 2, which is the same as GC SA. Okay, Ethan Green. Good luck. To be honest, I'm not really sure what it all means. But is it like you've been preparing for that? How long is the college? Basim is a great character. I'm fine with Basim. I'm fine with moving on from Basim. Is Ubisoft removing RPG elements at the moment from Assassin's Creed Black Flag? That would be crazy, but I'm not sure if that's as easy said than done. I don't know. Yeah, it could totally be that they're changing things and that's why they're not announcing it yet. But that would be crazy. We have a 17 Celsius high today. What? That's the complete opposite as what we have here in Europe. I've been playing Mirage for the first time and loving it. Nice. I don't like the cold. No, me neither, Steven. Hopefully we get a new Shadows roadmap this month. I mean, you would think so, Tron, but I could see them like wait till early February as well. But because they were pretty generous with the updates, I do think it will be a while before we see the next update. But I do think it's going to be a big one. Maybe that will be coinciding with the Black Flag announcement. Hey, Captain P. We love talking to you on Twitter, though. Marvel Fanatic says, I know. I know. I'm sorry. But it's like, they're like, so like I said, if you're just joining, I deleted Twitter from my phone. I'm still like responding to people just on my desktop. And then I'm not... I really got myself, and I think that's with every social media I use, where I scroll maybe for a few seconds, and then I'm like, what am I even looking at? Because on Twitter, it's the same. It's either like Twitter accounts making up news. It's like they're, just making arguments out of nowhere. It's like, this is not. If you don't use Twitter, you're not missing anything. Apart from, like, again, some of the news channels that are actually good. So, not having it on my phone, but using it every time I am on my desktop, then I can still see people messaging me. So, hey, Nidog, good to see you as well. Pollock is saying, are there 4 Assassin's Creed games up this year, right? So, the plan is for this week is to do the predictions for 2026 here in a moment. I'm going to start them very soon. Then I want to have that up on the React channel. Then tomorrow I want to do a 2026 Assassin's Creed preview. And then On Wednesday, I want to do... Wednesday, I saw someone say... I deleted Twitter too, dude. It's... Yeah. Hey, Jasper, good to see you as well. Thanks everyone for joining here. I think someone said... am I right in thinking Luke said something about AC Jade coming to console? I mean, he could have said that, but I think that's wishful thinking. I'm not sure if that will happen. But again, I will discuss Jade in the Assassin's Creed 2026 video that I plan to do this week. Hopefully tomorrow, otherwise it will be a little later. But I don't think it's going to come to console. That's just not what we see with these mobile games, sadly. But yeah, I will be joining Luke on Wednesday for the Free Roam podcast on his live channel. And then we will do 2026 predictions as well. I think that's going to be very fun talking about that. Thomas, there's also Assassin's Creed Invictus. That's the PvP game that has like Fall Guys style gameplay where you basically are with X number of players and then you do a round. The person that's like the worst falls off. You move on to the next round. That seems to be like a small mini PvP game. I'm not sure who's asking for that, but I guess they're trying something. Steven says, any Crimson Desert news? Well, Steven, if you watched my Sunday video, you know that this coming week, there will be on the 7th or 8th, I think it's the 8th, there will be a New Game Plus sort of, new show. Luke Stevens is also involved with that. I've not talked to him about that at all, so I'm kind of in the dark too. But they have been teasing that Crimson Desert might be there, so maybe we get an update there. I still think it's gonna get delayed. I hope I'm wrong. But 007 is now delayed. Saros is now delayed. I think Crimson Desert is gonna pick like a May spot too. That's what I think. Hope it's not June. But I don't know. I think they will delay it maybe too with the next announcement they make. Or maybe that is the kickoff of their insane marketing campaign where they're like, yeah, we're getting... March, it's gonna work out. Let's go. But we will see. Will ACJ be ported to PC then? Well, Nuxie, I think there will be ways to play the game on PC through like an emulator or something. I think the Destiny Rising like has also had these things. So I think there will be ways to play it on PC no matter what. I think the beta was already playable on PC for some people. So it's more the question if it will come to console. I think it would not hurt them to do it, because I don't think it's gonna hurt Shadows or anything. I think the people that play Shadows will play Jade and Shadows. I don't think people playing Jade will be like, oh, I'm not gonna pick up Shadows anymore. I think those are like the most hardcore people anyways. They might be like worried that when the next big RPG comes out, that people are still playing the free-to-play Jade and are like, I'm not picking up this $80 new game or whatever. That could be it, but I think they should just be happy that people are playing Jade on any platform that they choose. So I hope it's coming to console, but like even Horizon Steel Frontiers is not coming to console. Like that really shows you with these mobile games that they're just going for the mobile PC audience. Crimson Desert better be March. I don't know, man. I'm fine with not playing a lot of new games till, let's say, end of March. Black Flag Remake. Nighthawk says, hey, thanks for the super chat there. Appreciate you. What you been playing lately? What's next? So, I've been playing a lot of Borderlands 4, like I already said. I played Dispatch as well, finished that, but that has been some time ago. So, mostly played Borderlands 4, which is like a large game, as you might know. And I got some other games up in the backlog. But I've also been doing a lot of things. I had like quite some social things with friends and stuff. So this week finally will be a bit of kind of getting back in the flow of things, but also taking it slow in terms of content. So I will be making videos for the React channel and JorRaptor, of course, the Sunday video on the main channel. But I think it will just be the Sunday video for a long time. And then when there maybe is the Shadows roadmap, I will make a video on that. But apart from that, I'm not expecting to make a lot of main channel videos this month, but we will see. Hey, Melissa, good to see you as well. Hey, Reddit Venom. And Subyeet. L-Tech Diablo. Will we get Hexate this year? I think so. I think it's gonna happen. I think it depends on what Jade game will be. I mean, you can look at gameplay for Jade. It's basically Assassin's Creed Odyssey, but in the mobile form. Do you think Cyberpunk Project Orion, I think that will be like 2030. I don't think we will hear about anything Cyberpunk for a long time. Unless they, like, there is still a rumor that there's a DLC in the works by the team that also did the updates, the most recent updates. 007 needs more time for sure. Yeah, they got it. They, of course, delayed it from March to May. Nice to see you with Luke. Do it more often, you're always good stream with both of you, mate. Yeah, I know, but we're just both busy, and it's just hard to get to... also, because of time difference, like... It's 9 p.m. when we usually record. So if I have anything to do in an evening, and sometimes, I don't know, I go out or whatever, and then, yeah, it's hard to record. But, yeah. We will be here on Wednesday, that's for sure. Interested in Code Violet? Not really, JJ. Code Vein 2, Neo 3 look good, yeah. Hey Melissa, good to see you as well. Anyone notice YouTube changed the mobile layout, so there's now a smaller video on the screen? I have not seen that yet. Dude, Witcher 4 ain't even done yet. Yeah, let them focus on Witcher 4 first. I think their whole strategy with like Witcher 4, where we will want to release the whole trilogy in 6 years, I don't think that's gonna happen. That sounds way too ambitious. Hey, Blue Fox, good to see you as well. What have you guys been playing over the break? Hey, Carl. It would be cool if they made AC Jade into a smaller game similar to Mirage for all platforms. I mean, Jade is gonna have more content than some of the mainline titles. It's a huge game. Ethan, I would always say my favorite is Origins. Yeah, I want to be at your live streams more. This time is difficult for me. It's 9 a.m. here. I'm usually in appointments or something at this time. Nightuck. Well, still appreciate you joining. So, for people who are joining here now, which is really nice, a high chance I will not be doing them, like, a high chance. I know I will not be able to do the Monday streams at this time. So, I will be moving them to Wednesday this time, for the time being. But, yeah. I'm unable to stream in the afternoon on Monday, so that sucks. But yeah, it's been nice seeing everyone here. So I will probably bring it back. So that's until I've like an yeah, I'm gonna do some sort of study. I'm not sure if you can call it that, but that will be on Monday afternoon. So I will then do it on Wednesday. Might do it like Monday evening then still, but we will see. But yeah, Wednesday is better. Yeah, maybe it is. Monday morning sucks for everyone. I mean, it's almost 5 p.m. here. You snooze, you lose. Now, maybe it's better. Maybe we figure out, hey, Wednesday is even better for everyone. I mean, it will be more exciting for gaming news. Because now on Monday, I'm like, yo, I discussed everything in the Sunday video already, so what's there to talk about? I played the Avatar DLC, Draco. But yeah, maybe we will see. It's 5 p.m. here, yeah, for me to Captain P. I played all day yesterday. Back a lot shorter. What, Carl? I'm not seeing what you played. So my New Year was great, Melissa. Long night. Let's put it that way. I had to recover on January 1st, but no, it was really nice. And yeah, I've been taking it slow for the rest of the week. I had something fun on Saturday with friends where there's this like game in the Netherlands which like it's like doing everything. Now, yeah, I'm not sure if that's the right translation. Basically, you have to do very stupid games. But that's a very fun with a group. So, for example, you have like a toy car, and then you have to make sure that, of course, like can drive on its own if you like pull it backwards. and then make sure that it doesn't like fall off the table, but does reach a sort of spot on the table. Weird stuff like that. So we had some fun with that. But yeah, I played the Frontiers of Pandora Ash DLC on stream, but I've not been going back to it. No, I've been playing Borderlands 4 again. That's been my jam. But yeah, seeing a lot of like Frontiers of Pandora stuff is great. Could we see anything Horizon related at the next State of Play? For sure, Subi. I think this year has to be the year that we see the Horizon Online project. It has to be. It has to be. We've seen a good question here from Nuxie. Will the Black Flag remake include Freedom Cry DLC, or will it be treated as standalone? I don't think they will touch the Freedom Cry stuff. But never say never. Maybe they will. But I don't think they will. Because on that, like, you could also say, hey, yeah, remake Rogue as well. That's the same engine as well. Like, same, yeah. But no, don't expect that. Don't expect that. I played that too before Ethan. I need to break from AC Odyssey now for a few years. I mean, in a few years, I think there will be a time where I will be streaming the Assassin's Creed Odyssey remake. It's gonna happen. We all know. 2033. Odyssey remake. Let's go. But I'm not sure who that would be for. But on the other hand, like Black Flag getting a remake now, 12 years later. Or, yeah. Okay. It's time for recording a topic. Because I want to do my predictions for 2026. It's going to be a big one. So strap in. And then after that, we can quickly discuss it. And then I will be editing the video, getting it ready. So people that are not here live can watch it as well. That's in just 7 years, I know, but it's gonna happen. Abby says would be awesome. Maybe Origins gets the remake first. But there will be a point in our lifetime where Odyssey gets a remake. I mean, it's gonna happen. We all know it's gonna happen. Not saying that I want it, but we know it's gonna happen, right? Odyssey is the most success. Like, any other gaming company would have made an Odyssey 2. And I think that might be like a bold prediction. If we're like being fun. I would love it if Ubisoft is like, okay, the Christopher Nolan film is coming. Odyssey. Here. A free update for Assassin's Creed Odyssey with new content. They would be... That would be crazy. I'm just saying. If they do that, that would be crazy. Let's see if I have everything ready here. Maybe 2040, not 2020. I really want Ubisoft to do sequels instead of new games, but it will never happen. I'm late and catching up, but it is saving. I deleted X off my phone and will only look at it at the end of the day on my computer. Codex Seeker, high five. Wow, I'm so happy for everyone who is doing that. It's good for our mental health. Delete X off your phone. Only on desktop. But I want to know, Codex Seeker, so at the end of the day, you're like turning on your computer and like, let's get some dopamine. Yeah, let's watch it, the tweeters. What's happening on the X? I did not miss anything. Oh, scroll. What is that? What is that experience like? Because if you say, yeah, at the end of the day, I'm looking at it, I don't think that's smart either. That you might be like, before going to bed, you might be infected with all these bad takes on Twitter. Either way, okay, let's start. I still call it Twitter. Yeah, I get it. I get it too. I want the Watch Dogs 2 sequel. I think they're gonna do a Watch Dogs 1 remake at one point. You know it's gonna happen. Watch Dogs 1 remake. Aiden is back. I'm back, guys. Hey. Okay. 2026 will be an amazing year for video game releases, but also big things will be announced. I want to predict what will happen with GTA 6. Ubisoft will have a very big year. So these are my predictions for 2026. Let me, of course, know if you have a prediction in the comments down below. Starting over here, because I think that we will get something God of War related in 2026. I think God of War will grace your timeline, your YouTube homepage, multiple times this year. And the thing we might see, like, early 2026 already, is the God of War spin-off, rumored to be a 2.5D Metroidvania prequel set in the Greek mythology. So maybe you might know that there were rumors about a God of War 1 or trilogy remaster or whatever. It turned out that those rumors were for a God of War 2.5D, basically a the Lost Crown type God of War game that seems to be in development. Rumors are kind of like all over the place, but both Tom Henderson and Jeff Grubb, who have a good track record, have been talking about it. I don't think that Santa Monica would be making it, but yeah, it makes sense for me or for them to do something like this. My prediction is it will launch on Switch as well. I think it will be not only on PlayStation, maybe a PC day one release. Maybe, like, I think the rollout will be similar to Lego Horizon. But yeah, that will be one of the God of War things. But of course, that's all good. That's all well and good. I think we will also hear more about the God of War TV show. That is, like, in pre-production right now, Prime Video. I think this year we will know who will be playing Kratos. Some roles have already been, like, talked about, but of course we want to know who plays Kratos, who plays Atreus. I think they're gonna remake or, like, film 2018 first, the game, and then probably season 2 will be Ragnarok, or maybe they will do a Last of Us thing and then do Ragnarok in multiple seasons. Either way, big names directing. When I heard about a God of War live action TV show, I was like, eh. But I think this could be pretty cool, and I think we will hear way more about it in 2026. But of course, we all want to know about this. What is this man doing? The director of God of War 2018, who was only a producer, who only, like, was in a sort of overseeing role for Ragnarok. What has he been up to? We know it's not a new IP, but it may feel like one, which is so weird. We always thought he was gonna do a new IP. I can still, that has been my prediction. It could be a God of War umbrella type situation, so that you got the Kratos story that will continue. He goes to Egypt or to Asia or whatever, but also there will be this other adventure in the God of War universe that Corey will be directing. I think the gameplay will still probably be similar, but I don't know, completely new character, like new slate, but still the gods and stuff. I don't know. That's what I think. Will we see it this year though? I could see this be a Game Awards like reveal, because this would be Ragnarok 2021. They of course did the Valhalla DLC in 2022. I think it's time for them to show something new. The only caveat I have is that we of course have rumors that the PlayStation 6 will launch in 2027. And yeah, we will see if that happens with the RAM price increases, of course, if they want to delay it. But as I said in my Sunday video, you can watch that by clicking the link in the pinned comment. I think they are still going to bite the bullet and launch it in 2027. And then they will likely do a PlayStation showcase. And that would, of course, be the perfect time to reveal this game. But either way, I think 2026 will be a fun year for God of War. And yeah, the final update we, by the way, had like 6 months ago. Cory Barlog's game is Santa Monica's next big thing. Last time I spoke to anyone about it, a month or two ago, it was going well. So yeah, I think very interesting. God of War 2026. Will we see the next big game? I think that's gonna be 50-50, but we will see. In March, on March 28th, it will be the 40th anniversary of Ubisoft. And people are now speculating, Ubisoft the 40th anniversary would be perfect if they did a Ubisoft 4 then. Sure, but of course, that's way easier said than done. The teams have to be ready to show anything. Is that smart with the marketing campaign? I don't believe that they're gonna do anything on the 28th. Although this could be the release date for Assassin's Creed Black Flag, the remake, resynced. Because it's the final Friday of March. We know the game should be out before April. That has been rumored heavily for the final week of the final week of March. So that would be this. But no, I don't think they're going to do a Ubisoft Forward here. One of the reasons also is that doing it during Summer Game Fest in June is very nice, because then you have Summer Game Fest. You basically have a lot of people already in LA, in the vicinity. So if you throw your own event, then people can just go there. If they throw their own event in March, have to fly everyone out, have to rent like this big space. Sure, it's possible, but I think it's way smarter of them to do it in June, around that Summer Game Pass period, and then maybe do an embargo for 2 weeks later, so they still can get the week in terms of the spotlight. But so basically, I don't think Ubisoft Forward will be on the 40th anniversary, but I think there will be a big Ubisoft Forward. A game that I think that will be announced is, of course, the next Ghost Recon game. I do believe that it could be hitting in 2026. Of course, anything can change, but this was 6 months ago. Insider Gaming was basically saying, the game is progressing well, it's in internal alpha, and usually that means that it will launch 1 year later. And I think this game will be announced before the Ubisoft Forward event, so that this will be their April or May announcement. And then, of course, we got the other one, the other big one, that I think will be one of the focuses during the Summer Game Fest Ubisoft Forward event. Assassin's Creed Hexe. I do think they will do something before Ubisoft Forward. So maybe, if they have the Black Flag remake in March, then you kind of want to wait a bit. But yeah, we know, I don't think the Black Flag remake will have a lot of DLC or anything. So I think 2 months later, dropping the cinematic trailer and being like, watch the gameplay reveal in 2 weeks. Something like that. That's what they usually do. We will see. It could be that they immediately show gameplay instead of doing the cinematic reveal. Ubisoft has kind of, after the Shadows delay, them removing the Season Pass, the Gold Edition, all that sort of stuff, they've been kind of changing their approach. So it will be very interesting to see what that means when we look at the Ghost Recon reveal, the Assassin's Creed Hexe reveal. My prediction still is, it's gonna launch this year. We have also, Tom Henderson most recently in his podcast say, it's still slated for the end of this year. It's gonna be a linear game, not a big RPG. I have more predictions for this game. I will save them for Assassin Raptor, because I kind of want to do a more in-depth Assassin's Creed look as well. But yeah, I do think the game will still be out at the end of 2026, even though it might sound crazy. They also have a Rayman remake that they will likely announce at Ubisoft Forward. The Splinter Cell remake. I don't think it's gonna happen in 2026 anymore, because they, of course, lost their game director and etc. But I do think they should show it to be like, it looks great, it's coming next year. And I think then, that's of course what we usually see Ubisoft do. So, this was in 2023. They always like to end with Yves Guillemot's I want to thank all my developers, blah, blah, blah. And there's one more thing. And the one more thing that year was Star Wars Outlaws. Yeah, the gameplay trailer that looked kind of insane. Back then, the hype for this was really, really big. But then, they could not, they could not bring it to the next level. I think they should still make a study on how big of a failure this was in terms of the amount of money they spent and what in the amount of copies they sold. So then in 2021, they also had one more thing, and that was Avatar. Remember this trailer? It was a very small trailer, but yeah, we saw the Avatar world for the first time. I was like, oh wow. And here it's like, oh, it's third person. And then no, it's first person. But yeah, them showing third already here was like, dude, you knew. You knew we wanted this. My prediction is Far Cry 7 will be the end Ubisoft Forward reveal. It will be like, and one more thing. And then we will see the setting. We will hear a radio or whatever. It's not seen casualties around, and I'll turn a oh, and my family. And then we see a guy with like a gun. And then he will look at his watch, because we of course know the watch is like a big feature. And then it will be like 48 hours to save my family. And this was an early look at the family that we have to save. And then, poof, Far Cry 7 2027. That's my prediction for all that. I don't think it will come out this year, but I do think we will see it. It would be hype to have that be the end of the year, or the end of the Ubisoft Forward trailer. Let's move on. A quick one. This year, we will see Halo come to PlayStation 5. Big deal. Of course, a remake of the first game of the campaign. They have like more weapons now, 4-player co-op. I'm looking forward to playing this, but I don't think, that's my prediction, that it will be as big as, if you like would ask anyone like 15 years ago, yo, in 2026, Halo will come to PlayStation, they would be like, you're kidding, man, that's insane, that would be the biggest thing ever. I really think this is gonna come out, it's gonna be like, whoa, end of an era, oh, wow, okay. And that's it. I don't think it's gonna do particularly well. I don't think it will be a big moment or anything. I think it will just fizzle out pretty fast. One of the reasons why, Gears of War, of course, came to PlayStation as well. They had 1 million players. Now, great job. But it also was kind of like, okay, it happened. Gears of War is on PlayStation. Okay. So, I really think that... So, I can't put my finger really on it. It just feels like... Yeah, okay. Yeah, it makes sense now. Xbox drops all their exclusives. And then you basically are like, was this worth it? Are the extra 2 million that they might sell on PlayStation, is that really worth it? To like drop your biggest exclusive? We will see. Of course, the multiplayer is gonna be the bigger thing, but yeah, we will have to wait and see. Moving on to another prediction. I think this year, before GTA 6, we will see Red Dead Redemption 2 on PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series with like a big upgrade. This is long overdue. It has been rumored. They of course brought Red Dead 1 already to modern consoles and even Switch 2. I think Red Dead Redemption 2 could get a Switch 2. I think it will get a Switch 2 release as well. And now with GTA 6 delay, they can of course, they have a bit more time. So I think in the first half of 2026, or summer at the latest, you will see Red Dead 2 with a PS5 upgrade. Finally 60 FPS and all that good stuff. And they're probably making bank on that. Okay, then of course the big one. We gotta talk GTA 6. For one, I think they will hit the November 19th release date. 100%. I think the base game price will be $80. Yes, they are going to raise the base game price from 70 to 80, which likely in Europe means 90 euros. But there will be multiple editions. And I think, so if we look at the calendar, you have on Thursday is November 19th. So that's the release date. I think November 17th is the early access date. If you buy a special edition or the ultimate edition, or so if we look at what they did for GTA 5, which I think I totally forgot about this. It was 2013, right? So they had a pre-order bonus. We'll fly in a Zeppelin. Okay, cool. Get the map. I don't think they will do this anymore. My prediction as well. I think the disc for GTA 6 will not contain any data whatsoever. I think the disc will be a code that you put in your console, and then you're in the same countdown timer as everyone else. Because people are gonna rob trucks. They're gonna go to the Amazon warehouse. They're gonna raid it if this game is there before launch. So I think you open the box, it might have a disc, you put it in, it has nothing on it. It's just like, yo, okay, download it now. Maybe later in 2027, they're like, okay, we put it on the disc now because it cannot really leak anymore. But I think at launch, the disc there's no disc, or maybe there is a disc, but it has no like megabytes on it. I don't think they will do the map, although it is of course very cool. But yeah, they might do like a special edition. But yeah, they probably will do like the collector's edition. What a crappy stuff in that collector's edition, man. A deposit bag with a logo key. What is this crap? Okay, I hope they have a better collector's edition. For GTA 6. Red Dead 2 had like a pre-order mount. And they had quite a lot of like get exclusive story mode content in the special edition. Okay. Also the map, of course. And I think they will do an ultimate edition, $130. It gets you 2 days early access. And people are gonna buy it like crazy. I think they're gonna do it. They might even do, like we see a bonus content here in the online mode as well. They might do that too. But my prediction is that we are not going to see Red Dead or GTA Online in 2026. I think that will be coming later. They might promote like bonuses for it. Maybe the early access is only for the online mode instead of the single player mode. That would be even crazier because they of course can rank up way before the rest. Maybe it's for both. But I think there will be an early access one way or the other. I'm gonna say November 17th for the single player as well. Imagine that they are making bank on that. So GTA 5 launched September 17th, 2013, and online launched 2 weeks later on October 1st. But for Red Dead, it launched 1 month later. So October 26th when the single player came out, and the online mode came out a month later. So I think in the perfect world, they want to have the new GTA Online out in December. Like, that would be around Christmas, when everyone gets their PlayStation cards for under the Christmas tree, and they would spend that on microtransactions. Perfect for GTA Online. I think we will have a message where it's like, we need more time for GTA Online 2, and we will push it to early 2027. But I do think the GTA Online mode, for like the one that we already have for PC and GTA 5, they will get some sort of crossover content for GTA 6. So there will still be things happening in the online mode in 2026, just not the new one will, I don't think, release. And a kind of wild I don't know who cares about this, but I think Fortnite will launch a GTA mode in 2026 in December. So, Fortnite always has crazy things in December because, again, that's the Christmas month. That's when most people spend the PlayStation cards that they got from Christmas on the battle passes, on the stores. I think they will do a GTA-style mode to go head-on. They're gonna fight GTA Online head-on. Fortnite, GTA Online mode, lock it in next year around the launch of GTA 6. Moving on to a game that right now should be way higher on everyone's list than it is. Because look at the developers. It's from the studio that brought you Crash Bandicoot, Jak and Daxter, Uncharted, The Last of Us. Of course, Intergalactic. I think in 2026 we will see a gameplay demo for this game, and it will blow our minds, and everyone will suddenly be talking about this game. Like, did you see this gameplay? Oh my god, this looked insane. Right now, the hype is very low for a new Naughty Dog game. I think when they show this gameplay, we will all be like, what the heck did we just watch? This is insane. And They will show it maybe at the September State of Play or the Game Awards. That's my prediction, something like that. And then we get like the 2027 date. Similar to Wolverine, basically. Wolverine, of course, was announced in September during the September State of Play. So I'm going to lock it in. Intergalactic, September State of Play. It's going to be the end game. You will see the gameplay. Everyone will be like, oh my god, this looks wild. Bring it on. Naughty Dog is back. And I hope that that's the case. Because the gameplay in part 2. I know people don't like the story. I guess that's up for debate. But the gameplay in part 2. The whistle people. They had their own language. Crawling around. Shooting. It felt so good. Oh my god. What an amazing game. But yeah, we're talking about 2026. Intergalactic not happening in 2026, of course. But we all know that it was never announced for 2026. There are games that are announced for 2026 that will not come out in 2026. It pains me to say, but Fable will not come out in 2026. Because I talked about Halo. There's going to be a new Gears of War. There's going to be a new Forza. They have other stuff as well. The new Call of Duty. Like, Xbox has a lot of stuff. And because of GTA, you're kind of missing that November slot. Because you're not going to launch anything in November. They might do like Call of Duty first week of November if they want. I think this game is going to get a release date for early 2027. And I really hope it turns out well. But I don't think it's going to launch in 2026. But it's my most anticipated game from Xbox next to Marvel's Blade. I don't think Marvel's Blade will launch in 2026 either. I don't think we see it in 2026. But my hope is that like the Xbox Showcase in June, they always have one game that they focus on right at the end. My hope is that is Fable. But no. I think they might do a new trailer and then they drop the 2027 date. Or like, yeah, something like that. I think the Xbox game that they focus on is going to be Gears of War E-Day. So, Outer Worlds, of course, had that spot last year. The year before, it was Call of Duty. The year before, it was Starfield. I think Gears of War gets it this year. Not Fable. Although I would love it. But maybe they then drop Clockwork Revolution. That would be sick. Another game that will not launch in 2026. I'm gonna go further than that and say this game is never coming out. I think Marvel 1943 is gonna get cancelled in 2026. This looked insane. They got Amy Hennig, but she's cursed. She, of course, left during the Uncharted 4 development. She was the creator behind the Uncharted trilogy. And then she came to EA, to Star Wars, and that also didn't work out. She did some other things, and now she's on this game. But is it even a game? We don't know. We don't even know what it is. And the last update we had on this game, let's see. I have the receipts. Marvel 1943, Rise of Hydra, has been delayed again, and it has no longer a clear release window. The team is hard at work to create something truly special. To fully realize our vision for Marvel 1943, Rise of Hydra, we've made the decision to shift our release date beyond early 2026. They're not saying it's gonna come out at the end of 2026. Beyond early 20... We all think... If they plan to launch this in 2025 and already delayed it a couple of times, it has to launch in 2026. I think it's... I would love to see it because I love narrative-driven games. I think the style for the characters they chose, the setting is awesome. But no, I would not get your hopes up. Judas is gonna launch, but not in 2026. I think we get a February or March 2027 release date for this game. I really think that's my overall thing as well with 2026. There's no room anymore. I'm sorry if you've not announced your game for 2026 anymore. Sorry, we're full. Check back next year. I don't think people should announce new release dates for 2026. There's no room. There is no room because there is no November and December in this year. Nobody's gonna launch in November or December with GTA. So I would love Judas, but I think it's gonna. They're taking their time. Of course, Ken Levine's game. I'm really looking forward to it. I think it could be really cool. But no, I think this will also not launch in 2026. What we will see though, in 2026, at the end of the year, history will repeat itself. Phil Spencer will get on stage during the Game Awards and be like, yo, the next Xbox, it's coming. 2027, this is what it looks like. This was very successful for them, this reveal. I think they're gonna do it again. The next Xbox, holiday 2027. Get hyped or not, depending on who you are. And yeah, I think they're gonna do it again. I think it only makes sense. I think this was a really cool moment. I'm not sure if you remember. No one saw this coming. But the Xbox, like the Series X is dead. They had the worst sales in the UK last year for an Xbox console ever. People, like, the console is so expensive right now. There are no exclusives anymore. Why? So it's in their best interest, even with the RAM prices, even with all the other things going on. They gotta go 2027. They are going, because they don't care if they have to make the console $200 more expensive, because the console is only for the top tier. It's for the ROG Ally buyers, basically. So I think we get the reveal of the next Xbox at the Game Awards in 2026. And those are my predictions for 2026. I put my video from 2025 in the description if you want to check that out. Had quite some predictions right. So we will see how I do this year. This is one of my favorite sort of topics to discuss, of course, making predictions. Let me know your predictions in the comments. Subscribe, leave a like, and I will speak to you soon. Goodbye. But of course, I'm still streaming. Don't go. I think Xbox will also delay. Okay, Skata. Interesting. Hey, Jet Laner. This game, Jesus. Fable has got to be cancelled. No, it's gonna come. Wasn't even mentioned in the Xbox Last Direct. I know. So no, it's not gonna launch in 2026. Gameplay of The Last of Us 2, incredible. Kino and Sky, high five. The Last of Us 2, best action game. Yachty, I appreciate that. It will blow out hair, that's for sure. It's crunch time for Intergalactic. Oh no. AC Shadows now featuring GTA 6 DLC. What? I don't think people will realize how many PS5s will sell because of GTA 6. Millions. I think the PS5 will have the best month since ever when GTA 6 comes out. If they can make enough, that's the thing. They gotta make enough. When's the next update coming for AC Shadows? Probably gonna be, I would say, February. I hope we hear something this month. I will, of course, keep you posted. I want a Red Dead like how they are doing GTA 6. They might, after GTA 6, do Red Dead, but I personally would want them to do a new IP, like a medieval fantasy game. Might have missed it, but are there any Horizon items in 2026? Yeah, I think the online game might get announced in 2026. Honestly, at this point, the project I'm most interested in is learning about Cory Warren's product. Well, Cole, I'm not sure if you just joined, because I talked about that, and I do think we might see it. Hey, Mystic, Happy New Year to you as well. I bought a PS5 Pro for GTA 6. Well, I get it. I get that. Hey, good to see you, man. Ivan. Hey, what's your thoughts on Returnal? I mean, Saros. I mean, Armatus. What? No, don't say that. Can't tell the differences between these three games. What? Armate? I've never heard of Armates. What is that? So this is another Saros. What the heck? This looks... It does look like we have Saros at home, though. It's like... What if Doom was third person? But this character looks straight out of a PS2 game. I don't think he's gonna, like, remove his mask. Why is this guy from Godfall in this game? What is this? No, I think Saros will be very cool. I think Saros will be... Yeah, I have high hopes for Saros, actually. This looks fine. Kind of fine. Xbox needs to bring back Prototype. They might. Fable, no. 2026, no. I think it's gonna be 2027. Blue Fox, yeah, I hope it's worth the wait as well. I think it will be. Do you think Jurassic Park Survival comes out October 26th or October? Yeah, you would think that would be like an amazing game for... that would be like an amazing game for the Halloween, right? It's kind of weird that we have not seen anything from that game in 2025. Xbox new console will have to watch out for that Steam Box price. It's gonna be a tough competition. I mean, the new Xbox console is gonna be way more powerful than the Steam machine. But yeah, the new Xbox console will therefore be way more expensive. Jordan, PC only for me because I have a lot of specs. That's sick. That looks like a lot of specs. As you might know, I'm a console gamer. I put the game on and I have been playing more on PC though, but mostly on the Li and stuff, so it's kind of still a console type experience. But yeah. Will GTA 6 eventually come out on Switch 2? I hope the Switch 2 cannot run it. Because then I might see them bring it over to PS4 if they're gonna try. But let's not hope so. Fable being delayed to 2027 is a wild take, won't happen. I could bet money on it. Okay, cool. How much? What alley should we meet to make this bet? The GPU improvement between last Pro consoles and current gen consoles was so low, next gen will be even lower. You will only pay for AI upscalers and frame generation at this point. Yeah, I think they might do, Panem, I think they might do like a lot of AI features as well that nobody really wants. But that Sony has been patenting a lot of an AI assistant, or one of the things they've been talking about is, oh, you're stuck in the game, press the AI button. Oh no, they might do an AI button now that I think of it, PS6 AI button. Press the AI button and you see a ghost of someone who played before, or an AI helping you in the right direction of where you need to go during this mission. That there might be stuff like this. What I do think could be cool is, and that they've been also like kind of patenting, I think, that if you play a game that right now you have, of course, the easy difficulty, normal, hard, whatever, and you can kind of customize it. I would not be surprised if what we might see next gen is that you play a game and it's like, okay, it's looking at how you play. And then the game is changing based on how you play. So we're maybe both playing the same game, but could get a completely different experience. Because, I don't know, the AI is like, okay, you're very good at this game. We're gonna summon more soldiers, or make the characters like... Or, for example, if you always do your light attack combo, the AI will remember that, so then they will throw enemies at you that block that attack always. Something like that. I think they might go in the deepening the gameplay experience over, oh, it's gonna look even prettier. I'm not sure we would want that, but they of course gotta have a new gimmick. I still think it's too early to move on. The PS5 still feels like it's new. I get it, but it's 5 years old. It's not new anymore. Sadly. And the PS5 will still be supported for a big time. Like, if Sony, and that's kind of hard to say right now, looking at the RAM situation. But if Sony is, for example, able to make a way cheaper console to manufacture, right now, having a PS5 that is more expensive then at launch, is not a great situation for Sony as well. They want people playing on their console because they get more money from software and services. If nobody buys their console, they're losing on potential customers. So if they can make a console that is way cheaper to manufacture, maybe doesn't have the best specs, but because of the AI technology can still generate very, very high visuals and stuff, it might be in their best interest to launch that so they can visual out the PS5 that is way too expensive to manufacture and go, yeah, that way. We will see. PS6 won't be. I think PS6 will start at 600. I need Black Flag Remake rumored before March. No. Before, rumored before April, Mr. J. AI for NPCs would be crazy. So we could not learn them. Like, there are... We've seen Darth Vader in Fortnite, and of course in Arc Raiders they got some AI. It's gonna only get... I think AI will be the buzzword for what PlayStation is gonna do, but I don't think they're gonna call it AI. I think they're gonna call it PlayStation Genius. Something Sony is gonna give their spin to it. PlayStation Genius, lock it in. Or PlayStation Intelligence. Apple Intelligence, PlayStation Intelligence, something like that. And you got like the new intelligence button. Press that and the game suddenly is like, oh, you've been grinding a lot of, I don't know, this material. We're gonna hide that in new boxes. Oh. I don't know, man. They have to think of something. Have you seen the Skeletor announced Game Pass video? It's so funny. No, Nighthawk. I've not seen that. But that's 2 months old. Yeah, Marcin. I think they will show the Rayman remake. That's right. Where Winds Meet also has some basic AI NPCs. Exactly. I think we will see more and more of that. What do you think Bluepoint is currently working on? I hope finally a remake of something and not a live service game. Yours living too far in the future. Melissa, that's how you... It's smart to be ahead of the game. Now, I mean... I agree with people saying we don't need a PlayStation 6. The graphical advancements, the SSD, it's not gonna be much better than the PS5. So they like that's what Nintendo does. They always have to think of a new gimmick. The Switch 2 was in that sense very, very boring. But like the 3DS, that 3D sucked. But they had to show you why you needed to upgrade. And I think that's probably why the Switch 2 is also... yeah, lacking that sort of feature, the mouse controls, it's not it. And I think they might have a big problem getting people to upgrade. Like, Mario Kart, I don't think is doing as well as they might have thought. Like, so I do think Sony, I think they're going to talk a lot about AI for the PlayStation 6. I would love to see Sony try a portable device again. I think they are going to. That has been a big rumor. A failure to plan is a plan to fail. Right. Did you see the yeah, I did see that. That new story teaser. This game is gonna be so awesome. Okay, they show different outfits, but to be fair, they're all like kind of boring. Okay, he had a hood? No. He had like a face mask. Oh, the big guy, the bosses. Whoa, they have Catwoman.
I will Fix it.
Now, I think this game is going to be a lot of fun. June is my prediction. Probably June, something like that. PlayStation can do a new PSP rather than a Portal. Yeah, it will be more like a PSP, like that you can play your games natively. Not really feeling the main song. No, I agree.
Fix it.
It feels like it's missing something. It's like it would be more like da 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 da, but it's like as if they cut it early or something. See, it's like we don't have time anymore. Kind of weird. Maybe a PSP foldable. Brock. I mean, they did like the PSP Lite, right? Or was it called the Lite? Or the with the flip with the flipping it up. It should be more God of War-ish. Yeah, I get that. Yeah, I don't know. I think it should be going on longer. But yeah. PSP Go. Yeah, Blue Fox, you're right. You're right. Okay, I'm gonna work on the 2026 video. Make sure that that is going online for the people that are joining later. Thanks everyone for watching. Melissa's, don't worry. The next stream will be on Wednesday, Monday morning. No, but I appreciate everyone being here. It's always cool to see a lot of familiar faces every week. And yeah, next stream like this will be on a Wednesday. Brock, I will talk to you about that as well. And yeah, hope to see you there. And yeah, have a great rest of the week. If there's gaming news, I will of course let you know. I want to do some Assassin's Creed predictions videos and also look into 2026 as well as sort of react format. So with me talking to the camera, to kind of going over the 10 biggest games or something that I'm looking forward to. I think that should be a lot of fun. And then I will talk about the Blood of Dawnwalker because I forgot that game in the main channel video, which is crazy. But yeah, sometimes that happens. But thanks everyone for watching. Thanks Brock for moderating. I had a really good time. And I will speak to you very, very soon. You will see a countdown for the stream on Wednesday. It's basically the same time, but on Wednesday. We might have then more to discuss as well. I will be joining Luke Stevens as well on the live channel for the podcast this Wednesday. So that will be exciting. We will do our 2026 predictions. I will basically talk, I think, about the things that I just talked about. But I want to hear his take. I think it will be a very fun discussion talking about the GTA stuff. And